Hello students, today we are going to discussing about topic of nucleic acids. In last class, in previous session, I have given the introduction of nucleic acids. There are two different types of nucleic acids like DNA and RNA. DNA full form is deoxyribose nucleic acids. Deoxyribose nucleic acid. Deoxy, never die. Deoxyribose nucleic acid. That should be deoxyribose nucleic acid. DNA is the polymer of deoxyribose nucleotides. Definition of DNA is it is a polymer of deoxyribose nucleotides, DNA nucleotides, and the length of the DNA and the height of the DNA is depending upon number of DNA nucleotides present in it. Number of DNA nucleotides present in it can decide the height of the DNA or length of the DNA, and it should be differ from species to species, organism to organism. For example, in page 174 page, that should be one type of bacteria page. Page 174 page has SSO linear DNA. SSO single stranded linear DNA containing 5386 nitrogen bases. 5836 nucleotides. In by 174 page, number of DNA nucleotides 5836. Whereas in lambda page, that is also one type of bacterial page containing double stranded linear DNA. This linear DNA containing 48,502 nitrogen base pairs. 48,502 nitrogen base pairs. Whereas in E. coli bacteria, Escherichia coli bacteria having circular, very important, never linear, circular double stranded DNA, dsDNA, having 4.60 into 10 to the power of 6 nitrogen base pairs. And in human genome, human genome contains double stranded linear DNA having 3.3 into 10 to the power of 9 nitrogen base pairs. Very important. Genome, human genome, nothing but haploid set of chromosomes. Total number of genes present in the haploid set of chromosomes is called human genome. That should be considered as human genome. So genome refers to N condition, haploid condition. Whereas in diploid cell, in somatic cell, number of nucleotides, nitrogen base pairs is 4.60 into 10 to the power of 9 nitrogen base pairs. So you should remember, in the haploid cell, number of nitrogen base pairs 3.3 into 10 to the power of 9 nitrogen base pairs. In diploid cell, 4.6 into 10 to the power of 9 nitrogen base pairs. See, these are all the examples of length of the DNA depending upon number of nucleotides or nitrogen base pairs. Very important extra information, neat and case set information. So you should remember one important matter. The height of the DNA, length of the DNA depends on number of nitrogen base pairs present in it, present in the DNA. And the characteristic features, properties, characters of any organism is also judged by, decided by length of the DNA, height of the DNA, and such type of DNA present in both nucleus and cytoplasm in eukaryotic cells and in prokaryotic cells, so directly present in the cytoplasm. For example, in bacteria, DNA, nucleic acid DNA, directly deposited in the cytoplasm of cell due to absence of nuclear membrane. Such kind of DNA, chromatin fiber or DNA without nuclear membrane directly associated to the cytoplasm of cell is called false nucleus or xenophore or primitive nucleus or incipient nucleus or etc. terms. So you should remember in prokaryotes, so DNA directly deposited in the cytoplasm of cell, directly contact with the cytoplasm of cell without nuclear membrane. Whereas in eukaryotes, in eukaryotic cell, either plant cell or in animal cell, DNA majorly present inside the nucleus, within the chromosomes, inside the chromosomes, and it is also found in two types of cell organelles, very important, two important cell organelles like mitochondria and chloroplast. Mitochondria and chloroplast also contain circular DNA, never linear DNA, circular DNA. So you should remember in eukaryotic cells, DNA present in both nucleus and cytoplasm of cell. In the cytoplasm, two cell organelles containing DNA, only circular DNA. Important. Such circular DNA present in the cell organelles like chloroplast and mitochondria responsible for inheritance of cytoplasmic characters. You should remember this point. Never inheritance of genetic characters, so inheritance of cytoplasmic characters takes place by the help of DNA present inside the mitochondria and the chloroplast. While the DNA present inside the nucleus majorly responsible for inheritance of characters from generation to generation, transfer of characters from one generation to another generation. That's why DNA one type of genetic material. So in all living organisms, excluding some viruses, except in some viruses, DNA acts as a genetic material. DNA acts as a genetic material, except in retroviruses. Retroviruses means so the viruses which are having RNA as a genetic material are called retroviruses. Example: tobacco mosaic virus, cauliflower mosaic virus, CMV, cauliflower mosaic virus, and also our present nature hazard virus, COVID virus also one type of retrovirus, RNA virus, including HIV virus. These are all some simple examples of retroviruses. So, except in retroviruses, all viruses, bacteria, microbes, and macroscopic cells, so macroscopic organisms, including prokaryotes and eukaryotes, are having DNA acts as a genetic material. You should remember. So, in viruses, only one of the nucleic acid is there, either DNA or RNA, never both. Very important. So here the viruses, so some viruses are having DNA or some viruses are having RNA as the genetic material, never both. Yeah, the viruses which are having RNA as the genetic material are called retroviruses, while the viruses which are having DNA as the genetic material are called adenoviruses. Adenoviruses. So simply DNA viruses are the adenoviruses, so RNA viruses are the retroviruses. So except in retroviruses, all living organisms, including some group of viruses, having DNA as the genetic material. This is the last class of introduction concept of nucleic acids. But what are the chemical composition of DNA or RNA or nucleic acids? What are the chemical compounds present inside the nucleic acids? That is our today topic heading of chemical composition of DNA. Chemical composition of DNA. Are generally chemical composition of nucleic acid except some differences. Both DNA and RNA having same chemical compounds except some chemical components in nitrogen bases or in the carbohydrate pentose sugar. Phosphate group is common in both nucleic acids except in nitrogen bases and pentose sugar. Carbohydrate both nucleic acids containing same kind of chemical compounds, organic compounds. That is the today topic heading of chemical composition of DNA. Say, chemically DNA made up of three organic compounds like nitrogen bases, pentose sugar and the phosphate group. So, chemically DNA made up of three organic compounds like nitrogen bases, pentose sugar and phosphate group. Now, let us we are going to study first kind of chemical compound called nitrogen bases. Yeah, nitrogen bases means nitrogen containing substances are called nitrogen bases. Nitrogen containing chemical compounds are called nitrogen bases. There are two types. Nitrogen bases are of two types like purines and pyrimidines. Purines and pyrimidines are the two types of nitrogen bases. Here purines means these are double ring. Purines means these are double ring heterocyclic compounds. Purines are the double ring heterocyclic compounds with nitrogen atom at the first, third, seventh and ninth positions. You should remember, purines are the double ring heterocyclic compounds containing nitrogen atom at first, third, seventh and ninth positions. That is the position of nitrogen atom in the purines, in the purine chemical compounds, first to third, ninth, seventh and ninth positions. Very important. These are formed by fusion of two different rings because purines are the double ring heterocyclic compounds. Purines are the double ring heterocyclic compounds with nitrogen atoms at first, third, seventh, and ninth positions. So they are formed by fusion of two different rings. Very important. First ring is the pyramidal ring. You should remember. First ring is the pyramidal ring. Second one is the imazadole. IMAZADOLE. Imazadole ring. So one pyramidal ring fused with another imazadole ring formed by a chemical compound called purine. So purines are the double ring of heterocyclic compounds formed by fusion of two different rings. One is the pyrimidine, another one is the imazadole ring. You should remember this statement clearly. In pyrimidine ring, position of nitrogen atoms at first and third, while remaining 4 carbon atoms are free. So, here, pyrimidine ring, first ring is the 2n plus 4c. You should remember. Two nitrogen atoms, and 4 carbon atoms in pyrimidine ring. Whereas in imazadole ring, 2 nitrogen atoms and 3 carbon atoms. So, imazadole ring formed by fusion of 2n plus 3c. While the pyrimidine ring formed by fusion of 2 nitrogen atoms plus 4c. You should remember. So in purines, 2n plus 4c and 2n plus 3c. This is the number of carbon atoms and number of nitrogen atoms in purine bases. So, purines are the double ring heterocyclic compounds with nitrogen atom at first, third, seventh, and ninth positions. It is formed by fusion of two heterocyclic rings. One is the pyrimidine ring, and the other one is the imazadole ring. Yeah, there are 2 in number, like adenine and guanine. Purines are the 2 in number, like adenine and guanine. Say, this is the adenine nucleotide, adenine purine base and guanine purine base. In the adenine purine base, first, third, seventh, and ninth carbon atoms containing nitrogen bases, while the remaining are the carbon atoms in same as it is in guanine, because both of them are the purine bases. So first, third, seventh, and ninth positions containing nitrogen atoms. That's why each purine is formed by fusion of 2 different types of rings. One is the pyrimidine ring, another one is the imazadole ring. One is the pyrimidine ring, another one is the imazadole ring. Is the purine bases, purine nitrogen bases. They are 2 in number, like adenine and guanine. Then next to the purines are the pyrimidines. Here pyrimidines are single ringed heterocyclic compounds. And with the nitrogen atoms at the first and third positions. You should remember the position of nitrogen in pyrimidine bases at first and third positions. So, here the position of nitrogen in first and third. And it is made up of only one heterocyclic ring. This ring is made up of 2n plus 4c. You should remember two nitrogen atoms and 4 carbon atoms is the composition of a single ring heterocyclic compound, that is pyrimidine. They are 3 in number. Pyrimidines are 3 in number, like cytosine, thiamine, and uracil. You should remember pyrimidines are 3 in number, like cytosine, thiamine, and uracil. While pyrines are 2 in number, like adenine and guanine. So pyrine bases are 2 in number, pyrimidine bases are 3 in number. But either of the nucleic acid, whether it may be DNA or RNA, having only 4 nitrogen bases. Only 4 nitrogen bases. Nothing but either of the nucleic acid lack one of the pyrimidine base. That's why each and every nucleic acid having 4 nitrogen bases. Each and every nucleic acid having 4 nitrogen bases. That is, pyrines are common, but pyrimidines number only 2. One of the pyrimidine base is absent in either of the nucleic acid. That is, in DNA, uracil is absent. In RNA, thiamine is absent. Instead of uracil, DNA contain thiamine. DNA having thiamine. Instead of thiamine, RNA containing uracil. So, in DNA, uracil is absent. In RNA, thiamine is absent. So, number of pyrimidine bases. In either of the nucleic acid, number of pyrimidine bases in either of the nucleic acid 2, due to lack of one of the pyrimidine base. Since each and every nucleic acid having 4 nitrogen bases, due to lack of one of the pyrimidine base, that is uracil in DNA, thiamine in RNA, are the 2 different types of nitrogen bases like pyrines and pyrimidines. And one more important difference is the pyrines having more molecular weight, and pyrimidines having less molecular weight, comparatively less molecular weight. Important expected question are the differences of pyrines and pyrimidines. See, these are the 3 different types of pyrimidines, like cytosine, thiamine, and uracil. In all the 3 different types of pyrimidines, position of nitrogen atoms are same. First and third. Very important. But the thiamine is also called 5-methyl uracil. Thiamine is also called 5-methyl uracil. This is because in thiamine, fifth carbon atom joined to the 1-methyl group. One CH2 group found present at the 5th carbon atom, 5th position of carbon atom, remaining structure similar to the uracil. Very important for neat information. See, except CH2 group, remaining carbon atoms, so nitrogen atoms, similar to the uracil. That's why thiamine is also called 5-methyl uracil. It is present, thiamine present, 5-methyl uracil present only in the DNA, never in RNA. You should remember, very important, RNA containing general uracil, but never 5-methyl uracil. DNA containing 5-methyl uracil, because another name of thymine is the 5-methyl uracil. Are the 3 different types of pyrimidines, and also differences of various pyrimidines. First type of organic compound called nitrogen bases. Then next to the nitrogen bases, pentose sugar. Pentose sugar present in DNA is called deoxyribose sugar. The pentose sugar present in DNA is called deoxyribose sugar. Should remember, the pentose sugar or the carbohydrate present in the DNA is called deoxyribose sugar. Deoxyribose sugar, due to lack of one oxygen atom, one oxygen group, one oxygen atom at the second position of carbon. Second position of carbon. See, D, nothing but absent, oxygen atom, oxygen group in the ribose sugar. That should be named as deoxyribose sugar. One more question. Name the carbohydrate present in DNA. What is the type of pentose sugar present in DNA? Is the deoxyribose sugar. Due to lack of one oxygen atom at the second position of carbon. That's why that is called deoxyribose sugar. And its empirical formula, molecular formula is C5H10O4. C5H10O4. You should remember. And now we should glance in one of the simple 11th standard syllabus in the biomolecules topic, especially in the carbohydrates. In carbohydrates, classification chart, there are 3 major types. One is the monosaccharides, second one is the oligosaccharides, last one is the polysaccharides. And on the basis of number of carbon atoms, the monosaccharides further classified into different types like trioses, tetroses, pentoses, hexoses, heptoses, etc. based on number of carbon atoms. Here, trioses means 3 carbon atoms containing monosaccharides are called trioses. Example, glycerol or glyceraldehyde. Tetroses, tetroses, they are having 4 carbon atoms. Example, erythrose 4-phosphate. Erythrose, one of the byproduct of dark reaction, byproduct of Melvin-Kelvin cycle is the erythrose 4-phosphate. Is the example of 4C carbon compound. Next one is the pentoses, having 5 carbon atoms. 5 carbon atoms, pentoses. Example, ribose sugar and deoxyribose sugar. Ribose sugar and deoxyribose sugar. Here the ribose sugar present in RNA and deoxyribose sugar present in DNA. Based on this aspect, you should remember, very important. Based on this aspect, nucleic acids are of 2 different types, like deoxyribose nucleic acid and ribose nucleic acid, based on type of pentose sugar. So, DNA having a pentose sugar called deoxyribose sugar and RNA having a kind of pentose sugar called ribose sugar. Yeah, the absence of one oxygen atom at the second position of carbon, that is called deoxyribose sugar, present in DNA. So, the molecular formula of the deoxyribose sugar is like this: first row, second row, third row, fourth. So, here 4 carbon atoms. 4 carbon atoms of pentose sugar fused to forming a ring. Very important. Only 4 carbon atoms fused to form a ring, while the 5th carbon atom present outside the ring in the form of CH2OH. You should remember, out of 5 carbon atoms, first, second, third, and fourth. First, second, third, and fourth carbon atoms fused to form a Haworth ring, HAWORTH, Haworth ring, while the 5th carbon atom present outside the Haworth ring, and at every position of carbon atom is the oxygen group in the form of OH, hydroxyl group, OH and HO, OHO and HNCH2OH. This is the structure of deoxyribose sugar, because at the second carbon atom, at the position of second carbon atom, lack of one oxygen atom, absence of one oxygen atom. So the presence or absence of the oxygen atom decided the type of pentose sugar present in the nucleic acids. If the presence of oxygen atom at the second position of carbon in ribose sugar, that should be named as the RNA sugar, ribose sugar. While absence of oxygen atom at the second position of carbon is called as deoxyribose sugar, that should be present in DNA. So based on, listen here, only pentose sugar, nucleic acids classified into 2 different types, that is deoxyribose sugar and ribose sugar. Deoxyribose sugar containing, deoxyribose nucleic acid containing deoxyribose sugar, whereas ribose nucleic acid RNA containing ribose sugar. So type of pentose sugar, that should be monosaccharide, never oligosaccharide or polysaccharide. Monosaccharide present in DNA is the deoxyribose sugar, whose its empirical formula is the C5H10O4. So here the number of carbon atoms not equal to the number of oxygen atoms. You should remember this statement, because in all carbohydrates, CN, H2N, ON or CN, H2O, N is the general empirical formula of carbohydrates. Yeah, number of carbon atoms always equal to the number of oxygen atoms, and to double the number of hydrogen atoms. You should remember, the number of carbon atoms equals to number of oxygen atoms and double to the number of hydrogen. That's why the empirical formula of carbohydrates classification is CnH2nOn. Example, in glucose, hexose sugar in glucose, C6H12O6, C6H12O6, CnH2nOn formula. But in the deoxyribose sugar, in DNA sugar, deoxyribose sugar, the empirical formula for carbohydrates could not mobilize. You should remember. So the deoxyribose sugar, DNA pentose sugar could not mobilize to recognize to CnH2nOn formula for carbohydrates due to lack of one oxygen atom at the second position of carbon, while the 5th carbon atom present outside the ring. That is the structure empirical formula of the pentose sugar in DNA called deoxyribose sugar. Then next to the pentose sugar, last type of organic compound in DNA is the phosphate group. See, the phosphate group present in DNA or RNA are generally nucleic acids is the orthophosphoric acid. Orthophosphoric acid. So, the phosphate group present in nucleic acids or phosphate group present in DNA or in RNA is the orthophosphoric acid with their molecular formula, empirical formula H3PO4. H3PO4 like central phosphate with 3 hydroxyl groups, 3 OH groups and 1 oxygen atom bind to the central phosphate through double bond. Never O2, single one atom, one oxygen atom binds to the central phosphate through double bond. This is the structure of orthophosphoric acid H3PO4. H3PO4. So, the phosphate group present in DNA is the orthophosphoric acid. Its molecular formula is the H3PO4 and its structural formula is the central phosphate binds to the 3 hydroxyl groups and one side one oxygen atom through double bond is the structural formula for orthophosphoric acid. Very important. The major role of phosphoric acid, orthophosphoric acid, phosphate group in the nucleic acid is, in the nucleic acid is very important. It will provide acidic nature, acidic medium, acidic nature to nucleic acids. Very important. Reason here, the phosphate group provide acidic medium, acidic nature to nucleic acids. So, due to presence of phosphate group, orthophosphoric acid, very important. Nuclein term, nuclein term was given by F. Meitner in the first cells of hospital discarded bandages. The term nuclein was first given by a Switzerland biochemist F. Meitner. But same term, nuclein term, is renamed as nucleic acid. Nucleic acid, acid, never in, acid, due to presence of orthophosphoric acid. That is the function of phosphate group, orthophosphoric acid in the DNA or RNA. One more question, important expected question. Name the organic compound or name the chemical compound provide acidic medium to the nucleic acids. Answer is the orthophosphoric acid. Never pentose sugar or nitrogen bases. So, the phosphate group present in DNA is the orthophosphoric acid. Its molecular formula or empirical formula is the H3PO4. Are the 3 compounds present in the DNA. So, you should remember, first kind of chemical compound is the nitrogen bases. Like purines and pyrimidines. In DNA, purine bases are adenine and guanine. Pyrimidine bases are cytosine and thymine. Pyrimidine bases are cytosine and thymine. That is, uracil is absent in DNA. And the pentose sugar present in DNA is the deoxyribose sugar. And phosphate group present in DNA is the orthophosphoric acid, is the total chemical composition of DNA. So, from all these chemical compounds, how the DNA structure will be built, how the DNA structure will be constructed by the help of all these 3 chemical compounds, step by step, one step by next step. That is, we are going to study in the next topic of nucleosides and nucleotides of the DNA. Say, the chemical composition of the combination of nitrogen base and pentose sugar. You should remember the nitrogen base, combination of nitrogen base and pentose sugar is called nucleoside. One more question, expected question. What is nucleoside? Nothing but the combination of nitrogen base, either any one of the nitrogen base, you should remember, either purine or pyrimidine. That means adenine, guanine, cytosine or thymine, out of any one nitrogen base combines with pentose sugar through glycosidic bond, results in formation of nucleoside. So the combination of nitrogen base and pentose sugar is called nucleoside. Very important. During formation of nucleoside, during the formation of nucleoside, the nitrogen base, whether it may be purine or pyrimidine, that is adenine or guanine or cytosine or thymine, binds to the pentose sugar. For example, this is pentose sugar, deoxyribose sugar. Due to lack of one oxygen atom at the second position of carbon, now it is the deoxyribose sugar. So this deoxyribose sugar, purine base, example either adenine or guanine, binds to, very important, first carbon atom of the pentose sugar. First carbon atom of the pentose sugar, any one of the nitrogen base, out of any one of the nitrogen base, any one of the nitrogen base binds to the first carbon atom of the pentose sugar through glycosidic bond. Glycosidic bond leads to formation of nucleoside. So the combination of nitrogen base and the pentose sugar together called nucleoside. That is the name for nucleoside. So the nitrogen base binds to the pentose sugar through glycosidic bond to form a nucleoside. But very important, nitrogen base binds to first carbon atom of the pentose sugar, only first carbon atom. Very important. If the nitrogen base is adenine or guanine, that is equal to purine. You should remember this statement, one type of complementary statement. If the nitrogen base is the purine, that is either adenine or guanine, binds to first carbon atom of the pentose sugar through its ninth carbon atom of the imidazole ring. Very important. Balance here. See, this is one pentose sugar, one type of pentose sugar, and OH group. At the first carbon atom of deoxyribose sugar. Now this is purine. Whether it may be adenine or guanine. In this adenine or guanine, first ring is the pyrimidine ring, second one is the imidazole ring. Imidazole ring containing 5 carbon atoms, so pyrimidine ring containing 6 carbon atoms. But out of 6 carbon atoms, 2N plus 4C, pyrimidine ring. Second one imidazole ring is the 2N plus 3C. 3C. Yeah, the position of carbon atoms is the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, and ninth. Listen here. Here the ninth carbon atom of imidazole ring of the pyrene base binds to first carbon atom of the deoxyribose sugar through glycosidic bond. Glycosidic bond. Glycosidic bond. You should remember. So during formation of nucleoside, nitrogen base binds to deoxyribose sugar at first carbon atom and ninth carbon atom of the pyrene base or first carbon atom of pyrimidine base. You should remember. And one more nucleoside example. This is deoxyribose sugar. In this deoxyribose sugar, HO, 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 YHO, HO, CH2, OH. And this is the first carbon atom. So to this deoxyribose sugar, pentose sugar, if the nitrogen base is pyrimidine, either thymine or cytosine, is the pyrimidine base, binds to first carbon atom at the first position of thiamine or pyrazine, like this, through glycosidic bond. Listen here. So if the nitrogen base in the nucleoside is the pyrene bases, either thymine or cytosine bases. Listen here. The first carbon atom of the thymine or cytosine, that is pyrimidine base, binds to the first carbon atom of the deoxyribose sugar through glycosidic bond. So, if the nucleoside is pyrimidine nucleoside, you should remember this statement. If the DNA nucleoside is the pyrimidine nucleoside, whether it may be thymine nitrogen base or cytosine nitrogen base. Listen here. The establishment of glycosidic bond takes place between first carbon atom of pentose sugar, deoxyribose sugar, and first carbon atom of pyrimidine base. First carbon atom of pentose sugar and first carbon atom of pyrimidine base through glycosidic bond. In what kind of nucleosides? Pyrimidine nucleosides. You should remember. If the pyrene nitrogen bases, pyrene nucleosides, the establishment of glycosidic bond takes place between first carbon atom of pentose sugar and ninth carbon atom of pyrene base, either adenine or guanine. You should remember the statement. But at anyhow, nitrogen base, whether pyrene or pyrimidine, binds to the deoxyribose sugar, pentose sugar, only at the first carbon atom through glycosidic bond, leads to formation of a nucleoside. So, the combination of nitrogen base and pentose sugar together called nucleoside. Listen here. During formation of nucleosides, the pyrene bases binds to the pentose sugar through glycosidic bond established between first carbon atom of deoxyribose sugar and ninth carbon atom of pyrene base. And if the pyrimidine base attached to the binds to the deoxyribose sugar, the establishment of glycosidic bond takes place between first carbon atom of pentose sugar and first carbon atom of pyrimidine base. As a result, leads to formation of a nucleoside. That is the initial step or first step for the formation and construction of respective nucleic acids. So, all these nitrogen bases, so carbohydrates, pentose sugar, deoxyribonucleic sugar, along with orthophosphoric acid present inside the within the nucleoplasm of nucleus. Within the nucleoplasm of nucleus, so all these chemical compounds so frequently suspended in the, floated in the, circulated in the nucleoplasm of a cell. Whenever the cell enters into the interface, you should remember this statement. If the cell attains to the interface, in the first phase of the interface is the G1 phase. Say, this process could occur in the G1 phase of interface of the cell cycle. That means the nitrogen base binds to the pentose sugar to form nucleoside, respective nucleoside. Important? Yeah, there are 4 different types of nucleosides. That is deoxyadenosine, deoxyguanosine, deoxycytidine, and deoxythymidine. You should remember DNA containing 4 types of nucleosides like deoxyadenosine, deoxyadenosine, deoxyguanosine, deoxycytidine, never cytosine, deoxycytidine, and deoxythymidine. Thymidine are the 4 types of DNA nucleosides. Important for one more question. DNA nucleosides. Listen here. Here deoxyadenosine is the combination of adenine and pentose sugar or deoxyribose sugar. So here adenine binds to the deoxyribose sugar through glycosidic bond at the 9th position, leads to formation of deoxyadenosine. So here combination of adenine with pentose sugar, deoxyribose sugar is the deoxyadenosine, and guanine binds to the deoxyribose sugar, through glycosidic bond. Glycosidic bond leads to formation of deoxyguanosine, while cytosine binds to deoxyribose sugar through glycosidic bond. Glycosidic bond to form deoxycytidine, and thiamine binds to deoxyribose sugar. Thiamine binds to deoxyribose sugar through glycosidic bond. Results to formation of deoxythymidine are the 4 different types of DNA nucleosides. So, here the number of DNA nucleosides and types of the DNA nucleosides decided by type of nitrogen base present in it. Type of nitrogen base. If the adenine binds to pentose sugar, deoxyribose sugar, then it is deoxyadenosine, while the guanine binds to the pentose sugar, deoxyguanosine, cytosine binds to the pentose sugar, deoxycytidine, and the thiamine binds to the pentose sugar to form deoxythymidine are the 4 different types of nucleosides of the DNA. nucleosides of the DNA. So, nucleoside is the combination of pentose sugar with nitrogen base. That is the meaning of nucleoside. And 4 different types of DNA nucleosides. And the last organic compound of the nucleic acid, that is the phosphate group, orthophosphoric acid. What happens to orthophosphoric acid in the nucleoplasm of a cell during interphase of G1 phase R? Listen here, the phosphate group present in the PO4 twice. Phosphate group present in the nucleoplasm of a cell. Listen here, binds to, attached to pentose sugar of the nucleoside. Pentose sugar of the nucleoside at the 5th carbon atom through phosphoester bond. Phosphoester bond. Never phosphodiester bond. Phosphoester bond results in formation of a nucleotide. So, nucleotide is a combination of nucleoside and phosphate group. Orthophosphoric acid is called nucleotide. So, the combination of nucleoside with the phosphate group is called nucleotide. Or overall, the combination of nitrogen base, pentose sugar and phosphate group is called nucleotide. You should remember the combination of nitrogen base, pentose sugar and phosphate group is called nucleotide. Or the structural and functional units of the nucleic acids. Structural and functional units of nucleic acids are called nucleotides. 1 more question. Name the fundamental units of nucleic acids. They are the nucleotides. Name the structural and functional units of nucleic acids called nucleotides. Because number of nucleotides undergo polymerization through phosphodiester bond leads to formation of a respective nucleic acid, either DNA or RNA. That's why nucleotides are the functional units of fundamental units of nucleic acids. So, listen here. The phosphate group binds to attached to the nucleoside to form nucleotide. Very important. During formation of a nucleotide, listen here, phosphate group, orthophosphoric acid, phosphate group, orthophosphoric acid binds to the nucleoside, attached to the nucleoside at the 5th carbon atom, at the position of 5th carbon atom through phosphoester bond. Phosphoester bond means during formation of a phosphoester bond, hydroxyl group eliminated by one OH group eliminated by phosphoric acid, orthophosphoric acid, and one hydrogen atom eliminated by nucleoside, pentose sugar of the nucleoside, deoxyribose sugar of the nucleoside, results in formation of a bond, a chemical bond that is called phosphoester bond. You should remember this statement. In the formation of nucleotide, orthophosphoric acid, especially phosphate group, binds to fifth carbon atom of pentose sugar of the nucleoside by the elimination of a molecule of water, one molecule of water. During elimination of one molecule of water, hydroxyl group eliminated by orthophosphoric acid and one hydrogen atom replaced by nucleoside, pentose sugar of the nucleoside by the elimination of one molecule of water results in formation of a bond called phosphoester bond. Phosphoester bond. So, the nucleotide, during formation of nucleotide, orthophosphoric acid binds to the fifth carbon atom of pentose sugar through phosphoester bond. During formation of a nucleoside, nitrogen base binds to first carbon atom of pentose sugar through glycosidic bond. As a result to form a nucleoside. Now, nucleoside combines with, pairing with, or attached to the phosphate group or the fifth carbon atom of pentose sugar of the nucleoside through phosphoester bond leads to formation of a nucleotide. So, you should remember one important information, one important matter from the competitive exams. Nucleotide, general nucleotide containing two types of bonds, two kinds of important bonds. One is the glycosidic bond and the one is the phosphoester bond. While the nucleoside contain only one chemical bond, only one organic chemical bond, that is glycosidic bond in between nitrogen base and deoxyribonucleic sugar. So the combination of nucleoside with the phosphate group is called nucleotide, or the combination of nitrogen base phosphate group, pentose sugar and phosphate group is called nucleotide, or structural and fundamental units of nucleic acids are called nucleotides. On the basis of type of nitrogen base, either purine or pyrimidine base, DNA also contains four different types of nucleotides. Four different types of nucleotides like deoxy adenosine monophosphate. Deoxy adenosine monophosphate, simply called DAMP, in abbreviated form DAMP, or deoxy adenyllic acid. Deoxy adenyllic acid. And deoxy guanosine monophosphate, DGMP, abbreviated form, or deoxy guanylate acid. And next one is the deoxy cytidine monophosphate, DCMP, or deoxy cytidyllic acid. And last one is the deoxy thymidine monophosphate, DTMP, or deoxy thymidyllic acid. Are the four different types of DNA nucleotides, abbreviatedly called DAMP, DGMP, DCMP, and DTMP. All the four different types of DNA nucleotides established, synthesized, very important in the interface of G1 phase of cell cycle within the nucleoplasm of a cell, all 4 DNA nucleotides will be ready to, all raw materials will be synthesized in the nucleoplasm of cell in the G1 phase of interphase of the cell cycle for DNA replication, for DNA semi-conservative method of DNA replication. Listen here, these are all the 4 different types of DNA nucleotides. So, now this is one type of nucleoside, combination of pentose sugar and adenine nitrogen base through glycosidic bond. To this nucleoside, phosphate group binds to 5th carbon atom through phosphoester bond to form a type of nucleotide, that is DAMP, deoxyadenosine monophosphate. And this is one type of nucleoside called deoxyguanosine. Now, to this deoxyguanosine nucleoside, orthophosphoric acid, simply called phosphate group, binds to the 5th carbon atom through phosphoester bond, thereafter to form a kind of nucleotide called DGMP, deoxyguanosine monophosphate. And to this nucleoside called cytidine monophosphate, deoxycytidine nucleoside, to bind the orthophosphoric acid at the 5th carbon atom through phosphoester bond to form a DCMP, deoxycytidine monophosphate. And this is the thymine nucleoside. To this thymine nucleoside, phosphate group binds to the 5th carbon atom through phosphoester bond to form a kind of nucleotide, that is DTMP, deoxythymidine monophosphate. These are all the 4 different types of DNA nucleotides. So, here several, nothing but n number of DNA nucleotides, infinite number of DNA nucleotides undergo pairing, undergo polymerization, undergo binding. You should remember 4 types of n number of DNA nucleotides. Only 4 types of infinite number of DNA nucleotides undergo binding, undergo polymerization through phosphodiester bond, results in formation of a kind of nucleic acid called DNA, results in a formation of polynucleotide strand, that is called DNA. So, the polymerization of 4 different types of n number of DNA nucleotides through phosphodiester bond to synthesize the double-stranded DNA, to produce the double-stranded DNA. But how? The synthesis of double-stranded DNA through phosphodiester bond after polymerization of DNA nucleotides will be studied in next session, in next class. So, I will continue next session. diagram send